surrounded by heavy, odorous furs.
Her movements are shy and nervous.
She uses quizzing glasses.
Yes, a brief syllable, brief laugh.
A brief beat of the eyelids.
A writing trace long and fine, with quiet disdain resignation.
I launch forth on an easy wave of tempest.
Miguel de Molinas, Joaquin Abbas,
Tepid speech, tepid speech. Her classmate retwisting, her twisted body pause in boneless Viennese Italian. The long eyelids beat and lift, a burning needle pricks, sings quivers in the velvet iris.
High heels clack on the resin and stone stairs. High heels clack on the resin and stone stairs. Tapping, tapping,
There is one below would like to speak with your ladyship.
she never blows
She
her
never blows her
The
nose.
form of speech, the lesser for the greater.
rounded and ripened, rounded by the lathe of intermarriage, and ripened in the forcing house seclusion of a race.
A rice field near Vercelli on a creamy summer haze. The wings of a drooping hat shadow her false smile.
Shadow streak her falsely smiling face, smitten by hot creamy light. Grey way-hued shadows under the jawbones, streaks of egg yolk yellow on the moistened brow, rancid yellow humor lurking within the softened pulp of the eyes.
A flower given by her to my daughter, frail gift, frail gift, frail giver, frail winged child.
The silent Middle Age, night, darkness of history sleep in the Piazza delle Erbe under the moon. The city sleeps under the arches in the dark streets near the river. The whore's eyes spy out for fornicators.
5 servizi per 5 franchi, 5 servizi per 5 franchi,
5 servizi per 5 franchi, 5 servizi per 5 franchi, 5 servizi per 5 franchi, 5 servizi per 5 franchi, 5 servizi per 5 franchi.
Mine is veiled in darkness, mine is veiled, mine is veiled in darkness, love. Mine is veiled in darkness, mine is veiled, mine is veiled in darkness, love. Mine is veiled in darkness, mine is veiled, mine is veiled in darkness, love. Mine is veiled in darkness, mine is veiled, mine is veiled in darkness, love. Mine is veiled in darkness, mine is veiled, mine is veiled in darkness, love. Twilight azure lands, sharing silently dusk and dew. She follows her mother with ungainly grace. The man leading her fairly on. Great twilight will softly the slim and shapely haunches, the meek and supple tenderness, neck the fine-boned skull. Peace, the dusk of wonder.
Papa and the girl sliding downhill astride of the toboggan, a grand Turk and his harem.
Tiny Captain Jack in its boots, great and graphics cross, over the flesh wontons of short skirt taut, from the round knobs over
sliding downhill.
a white flash,
A flick, a snowflake.
and when she next doth ride abroad, may I be there to see. I rush out of the tobacco shop and call her name. She turns and huffs to hear my jumbled words of lessons, hours, lessons, lessons, hours, hours, lessons, lessons, hours, hours, lessons, lessons, hours, lessons, hours, lessons, hours, lessons, hours, hours, lessons, lessons, hours, hours, lessons, lessons, hours.
Mio padre,
She does the simplest acts with distinction.
Onde derivato mia figlia ha una grandissima ammirazione per il suo maestro inglese. Mia figlia ha una grandissima ammirazione.
Curiosity, trust, suspicion, naturalness, helplessness of age, confidence, frankness, urbanity, sincerity, warning, pathos, compassion, the perfect blend. Ignatius Loyola, make haste to help me.
the heart is sore.
Long, lewdly leering lips, dark, blooded mollusks.
Moving mist on the hill as I look upward from night and mud, hanging mists over the damp trees. A light in the upper room, she is dressing to go to a play. There are ghosts in the mirror. Candles, candles.
A gentle creature.
At midnight after music, all the way up the Via San Michele, these words were
A gentle
spoken
creature.
softly.
Easy now, Jamesy, did you never walk the streets of Dublin and night sobbing another's name?
corpses of Jews lie about me, rotting in the mold of their holy field. Here is the tomb of her people, black stone, silence without hope.
Pilgrim Miser brought me here,
beyond those trees,
and from
at the
her
grave of his suicide
I
wife,
know the woman who
who
slept
slept in his
in his
bed.
bed has come to his end.
The tomb of her people and hers, black stone,
Silence without hope, and all is ready. Do not die.
She raises her arms in an effort to hook at the nape of her neck a gown of black veiling. She cannot, no, she cannot. She moves backwards towards me mutely. I raise my arms to help her. Her arms fall. I hold the web-soft edges of her gown, and drawing them out to hook them, I see through the opening of the black veil her lithe body, sheathed in an orange shift. It slips its ribbons of moorings at her shoulders and falls slowly. A lithe, smooth, naked body, shimmering with silvery scales. It slips slowly over the slender buttocks of smooth, polished silver, and over their furrow, a tarnished silver shadow. Fingers cold and calm and moving. A touch.
Small, witless, helpless, and thin breath. But bend and hear a voice, a sparrow under the wheels of Juggernaut, shaking shaker of the earth, please, Mr. God, big Mr. God, goodbye, big Lord. Aber das ist eine Schweinerei. Great bows on her slim broad shoes.
Spills of a pampered vow. The lady goes a pace, a pace, a pace.
A pace.
Pure air on the upland road, Trieste is waking rawly.
Raw sunlight over the huddled brown town roofs.
There stood a foe.
A multitude of prostrate bugs await a national deliverance.
The mobile rises from the bed of his wife.
Wife's lover's wife.
The busy housewife is astir, slow-eyed, a saucer of acetic acid in her hand.
Pure air and silence upon the upland road and hooves.
A girl on horseback, Hedda Gabler.
The sandals of her on the altar's door.
Oh, cherry shameful pages, winter leaves. The carriage passes through the lane of canvas stalls, its wheels go spinning in the glaring rain. The father and his son sit in
They have owls, eyes, and owls.
Ashless mist stands from their eyes,
Brooding upon the Lord of the Summa Contra Gentiles. She thinks the Italian gentlemen were right to haul Ettore Albini, the critic of the Secolo, from the stalls, because he did not stand up when the band played the Royal March. She heard that at supper. Aye, they love their country when they are quite sure which country it is.
laced edging of an underskirt lifted unto thee, a neck stretched web of stocking, seep I played lightly, softly, sing John Dalton's languid song, love to depart, I to and love to go, that age is here and now. Here, opening from the darkness of desire, our eyes that dim the breaking east. The shimmer of the scum that mantles the cistern of the gold of slumbering James.
Gloom in the vast gargoyled church. It is cool as on that morning, quia frigus erat. Upon the steps of the far high altar, naked is the body of the Lord. The ministers lie prostrate in weak prayer. The voice of an unseen reader rises, intoning the lesson from Hosea. Haec dicit Dominus in tribulatione sua mane consurget ad me. Venite et revertamur ad Dominus. Most courteous to gentle and simple, is rude only to Polonius. Perhaps an embittered idealist, he can see in the parents of his beloved only grotesque attempts on the part of nature to produce her image.
Mark you that? She walks before me among the corridors. As she walks, a dark coil of her hair slowly uncoils and falls slowly
The housemaid tells me that they had to take her away at once to the hospital. That she suffered so much, poveretta, that it is very grave.
It's very grave.
I walk away from an empty house. I feel that I am about to cry. Oh no, it will not be like that in a moment without a word or look. No, no, surely hell's luck will not fail me.
Operated. The surgeon's knife has probed in her entrails and withdrawn, leaving the raw, jagged gash of its passage on her belly. I see her full, dark, suffering eyes, beautiful as the eyes of an antelope. Oh, cruel wound, libidinous God.
Once more in a chair by the twittering
out of reach of the clutching fingers of the
everlasting
giver of life, twittering, chirping, twittering, chirping, happily.
She says that.
Had the portrait of the artist been frank for only frankness' sake, she would have asked if I had given it to her to read.
Oh, you would you, a lady of letters?
She stands black-robed at the telephone. Little timid laughs, little cries, timid runs of speak suddenly broken. Panero con la mamma.
Come, chub, chub, come, chub, come, chub, chub, come, chub, come.
Logione.
Sudden was a steamy down,
A symphony of smell. Fuses the masses out of human forms. Soaring above that smells of oranges, melting just on this mastic water. Breath of suppers of sulphurous garlic, phosphorescent farts of aponics,
Breaks word of marriageable and marriage womankind
Night I have watched, time and night I shall see. Breaking a pinnacle terror for the music soft eyes. Great and not a body of green girl, the human image of the vegetable grass of nature and the stress, the veil of grace.
My words in her mind, cold polished stones.
Sinking through a quagmire, those quiet cold fingers have touched the pages full and fair.
a sighing breath comes through. Kissed.
My voice, dying in the echoes of its words, dies like the wisdom-wearied voice of the eternal calling on Abraham through echoing hills.
Against the pillowed wall, odorless featured in the luxurious obscurity.
Her eyes have drunk my thoughts and into the moist warm, yielding welcoming darkness of my soul itself dissolving as streamed and flowed the liquid and abundant seed.
Take her now who will.
As I come out of Raleigh's house, I come upon us suddenly, as we both are giving alms to a blind beggar, to a blind beggar, to a blind, to a blind, to a blind beggar.
She answers my sudden greeting, turning and averting her back. Thus in this
As we both are giving alms to a blind beggar, to a blind beggar.
They spread under my feet carpets for the Son of Man. They await my passing. She stands in the yellow shadow of the hall, a plaid cloak hiding from chills her sinking shoulders. And as I halt in wonder and look about me, she greets me wintrily and passes up the staircase, darting at me for an instant out of her sluggish, sidelong eyes, a jet.
Of licorice venom.
A soft, crumpled pea-green cover drapes the lounge, a narrow Parisian room. The hairdresser lay here but now. I kissed her stocking and the hem of her rust-black, dusty skirt. It is the other, she. Gogarty came yesterday to be introduced. Ulysses is the reason, symbol of the intellectual conscience. Ireland then, and the husband, pacing the corridor in list shoes or playing chess against himself. Why are we left here? The hairdresser lay here but now, clutching my head between her knobby knees, intellectual symbol of my race. Listen, the plunging gloom has fallen. Listen.
I am not convinced that such activities of the mind or body can be called unhealthy.
She speaks, a weak voice from beyond the cold stars, voice of wisdom, say on, oh say again, making me wise, this voice I never heard. She coils towards me along the crumpled lounge. I cannot move or speak. Coiling approach of starborn flesh, adultery of wisdom. No, I will go. I will. Soft, sucking lips kiss my left armpit. Coiling kiss on myriad veins. I burn. I crumble like a burning leaf. From my right armpit, a fang of flame leaps out. A starry snake has kissed me. A cold night snake. I am lost. Jan, Peters, Svelink.
The great name of the old musician makes all beauty seem. I hear his variation for the clavichord on an old fair.
Youth has an end, youth
Has an end.
of music.
Most on the edge a woman's head, red flowered,
an umbrella furled.
her arms are castles and blood spear.
On a field